as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Carter now on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
1st and 10 at the 40.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And 8 yards.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. First carry now for Cleveland. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He's brought
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
He was brought down by...
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
It's a gain of a yard.
And 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Gain of 7.
Mayfield to his new target, Hooper, for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
Complete to number 81, Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for...
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That's good.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 7.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Big Geno Atkins here to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 41. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
A gain of 9.
Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. This offense hoping to change that right here. Handoff comes to Chubb. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He was
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Andy Janovich, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this depth. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 22 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll make it 13-7.
Good. Makes the score Browns 13. Bengals 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Down at the 31. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
that 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The stop made by Miles.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
On the carry.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Burrow looking to pass, escaping the pressure, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Geno Atkins got home that time. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Mayfield's pass, incomplete. Intended for David Njoku.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Well.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Intended for Austin Hooper. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert.
A 31-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Tackle made at the
I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
gain of 16
I
yards.
absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The Browns
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That good for 19 and a first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Andy Janovich, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Bengals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Landry now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yards back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And again, it's Chubb. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The fullback Janovich on the handoff. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get this out quickly to the left side. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option, a good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision, picks up a 1st down.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll move the chains. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.